If you're a missionary kid, if you're a pastor's son, you're a Christian family's child, and you want to give up on the Lord, don't give up. Don't give up. I'm Jim Smith, born in the Congo, and I am married to Nancy Lee McCowan since 1964. So that would be 55 years. I'm also the father of Todd, of Selah. We've been missionaries in the Congo for 41 years, I do believe.
And your hopes have been cruelly crushed by Satan.
Well, there have been some tragedies, deaths in our family. The first one, of course, was a little baby brother, Gary, who just wouldn't develop, and so he died. And I remember the first tears I ever saw Dad cry were at that funeral. Then came 1953 when Dad was working on the house that we now live in, and he fell. A few hours later, he had died and buried in Keekwit. A few years after that, we were in America, the Bentonville, Arkansas area, out camping one night, sleeping in one area under this big bluff, and the rocks started to separate. Next to me, I was cutting wood, was my brother, but he was already asleep. So I reached down and grabbed him by the right shoulder and said, "Jack, get up," because the roof of the cave is caving in. He turned on his back, but could see he was off to sleep again. And then the sensational cracking as a 10-ton piece of ceiling rock came down and crushed him to death. The doctor said there's hardly a bone in his body that was not broken. Then we're heading for the Congo, and Mom had gone a little ahead of us to Kinshasa. A couple days after getting there, got word from Dr. Fountain that my mother, rather than waiting for us, had been buried about a month. And so what do you do with those things? Do you pack up and go back to America? This thought certainly ran through the mind, but no, the same God that my father and mother had served is the one that we wanted to serve too. So Nancy agreed that we would continue and go way out into the bush. So many are giving up on the Lord, and I'd say no. And one of the main reasons probably is because I saw the Bayanji people and the way that the gospel changed them, the joy of Christ and of the Lord, and lives changed. I saw that happen. And I did see the comfort that God gave me when I watched my own brother die right in front of my eyes. And then Dad too, knowing that I'd see them again. It's not done. I am going to read the scriptures. I am going to find out, is the God that my father left America for and went all the way to the Congo and gave his own life out there for it, and gladly. What about when these tragedies do come? Do you give up on God? Well, I think of the tragedy that God went through, how that he gave his son, and to see his son bleeding and beaten, cursed, and hanging on a tree. And so I too would be able to hold up and to stand up. And thank God that that's what happened. Thank the Lord that all of my children are serving the Lord today. That's incredible. He's the winner. He's the overcomer. And we overcome through him. He has so much to offer. And someday you'll see him. Amen.